BG and the other passenger was subpoenaed to a grand jury, testified in court, and said everything was Washington's. They compared this case to Gunner, in which Gunner received a plea deal and agreed to testify if called upon. BG is accused of testifying in the first arrest. Both individuals would testify that they were unaware there was a in the vehicle, and they would both confirm that the was Washington's, that Washington admitted to officers the was his, and that he had obtained the from his girlfriend. Specifically, would testify. They compared this case to Gunner, in which Gunner received a plea deal and agreed to testify if called upon. Cantrell Washington never went to trial, leading many to assume BG never testified. But they would also be wrong. His public defender Jocelyn would state, "Now Mr. Washington was the one who was charged. I think the government could clear it up more, but I believe BG was given subpoenas to appear for the grand jury in connection with this proceeding." This would confirm both BG and Darian Blunt went before a grand jury. Now, a grand jury is a private proceeding used to determine if enough evidence exists to bring charges against the suspect. With 16 to 23 grand jurors present, the prosecutor will introduce evidence or call on witnesses through subpoenas to testify. After all evidence and testimony has been heard, the grand jurors will decide whether or not to indict the suspect. In this case, BG and Darian would testify the gun belonged to Washington, and the grand jury would choose to indict Washington for being a felon in possession of a firearm. He'd plead guilty, then withdraw his guilty plea after learning he was actually facing 6.5 to 8 years. Firing his lawyer, Washington would point out how his lawyer was also BG's, and 4 months after Washington was arrested, BG would be arrested in another case where BG tried to pay someone to take the fall, meaning it must have been placed there by the driver, who was BG. But because BG and Blunt already testified against Washington, Washington found himself in a hole he couldn't dig himself out of. The guy wouldn't admit that it was his, but BG and BG's homie would come up with an idea. Look, we're gonna bond him out and we're gonna give him money to sign off and say that the shit was his because he doesn't have any priors. He's gonna be the fall guy. In the first case, this guy admits, hey, this is mine. And within a month, BG and the other passenger was subpoenaed to a grand jury, testified in court, and said everything was Washington's.
Say it ain't so, BG. They out here saying BG out here ordering pizza with extra cheese on it, man. 1090 Jake recently exposed BG for eating the cheese, man. As y'all seen in the video, there's a lot of allegations that are put out there, and I'm gonna just say allegations. 1090 Jake is known for, exposing people and, putting them on blast for the things that they do in court. The fact that they just talking too much. Based off what I've seen, do I feel that he did what he did? Yes, I mean, it's in plain view. Grand jury, testify, the word testify said a lot of times on that video. We're in a society where everybody just think it's tough to be tough. And then when things get real, it's not as tough no more. I can't imagine throwing your man under the bus for you to get a free ride, though. And you and your man combining to get together to throw your man under the bus so you could get a free ride. Principles, morals, these are the type of things that people need to stand on. If you agree, write agree in the comments. If you don't stand for these type of things and you don't come for this type of cloth, don't project it out to the music. The music is the key component that connects to the people. So if you projecting this type of energy that you this type of gangster and you live this lifestyle, and then a blemish like this comes up, it just kind of destroys everything that you built. The one word I want y'all all to remember before y'all get out of here is legacy. Your legacy is all you got, especially in the hood. Your word is the most thing that you got over anything. So I would hope that, how people say I would hope he could clear it up. I mean, I would hope that he could try to, but sometimes when you got facts laid out, it's kind of hard to fight the truth. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the top bell. Please let me know what y'all feel about this, man. BG out here acting crazy, and yeah.